Your next speaker, Regina Imburgia.
Good morning. My name's Regina Imburgia. I'm in the 14th District, and I'm here again to talk about halting fluoride in the water, addition to the water. Until recently, it was widely accepted that it was a ballot vote that it would take to get the fluoride out of the water. Now we know that it's a vote of the council, 9 of the council. On April 23rd, Sheffy Kadane boldly stated that he supports halting fluoride in the water. And he was, Councilman Grigg complimented his leadership on this and offered his support. I know that Ms. Gates made a comment as to the allocation of the funds that may be freed up from not spending the money on the fluoride, and that was in question. So this brought a lot of tidal wave of a lot of articles around the world actually saying that Dallas has halted fluoride in the water. We all know, I know, that that hasn't happened. But it should happen because I gave you all a handout, because on the 25th, I went and talked to the Assistant Director of the Water Department, and as you will see, the raw water level of fluoride exceeded in 2 places the amount of maximum that they look for to treat 2 in Dallas, which is 0.7. It was at 0.74. You've got the documents right there. This is from the Water Department. So I contend, okay, you guys unanimously vote to halt the addition of fluoride to the water, save the money, save the headache, and the people who want fluoride in the water, they already have fluoride in the water. The reason the levels change, and maybe somebody will say, yeah, but some days it's lower and some days it's higher. Well, that's because the lakes are lower. I was told this. That's a distillation process which increases the concentration. So why don't we just say that the pro-fluoride people, like the Dallas Dental Society and others that are going to be trying to bombard you with information about how important it is that we need to have fluoride in the water to protect against tooth decay. We just advise, if the level is low that day, that people boil their water a little bit and increase the concentration. We're not stopping anybody from having fluoride in the water because it's naturally there. And I'm sure there could be calculations as to if it's as low as 4.7, how long to boil it or whatever to raise it up. You all would be heroes, and it would save money. We really commend Sheffy Kadane for taking this leadership. He's looking out for Dallas. It's a win-win situation. Nobody can really complain about this. There is fluoride in the water and the raw water. Okay? If they need a higher concentration, boil it. That's what's happening when our lakes are low and why the levels change. So it's win-win. You guys will be heroes. This will be off your back, you know, and it'll be a win. Thank you very much for listening. Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Kadane.
Thank you, Ms. Imburgia, for being here and your work you have done on fluoride. I'd just like to say that the last time we spoke on this, somehow the news media picked up that we approved this. That is not true. This council has not approved the banning of fluoride, right. And hopefully we'll get a council briefing on it at some point and possibly make a decision on it. But we have not banned anything to date. But I appreciate what you're doing and the work you're doing on it. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Ms. Gates.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I, too, wanted to make that point that it has been erroneously reported that we've removed fluoride from our water. And we are looked upon by other municipalities as a leader. And I believe that we should, and I would ask this of AC, that we could actually make it public that has been erroneously reported and that we are providing water. And I also want to point out, it's not a headache that we provide fluoride, but it's a positive. We are able to participate in one of the 10 leading public health initiatives according to the CDC. We are 20 to 40% of cavity fighting is due to the fluoride in the water. The scientific proof is there to say that we need to continue to add fluoride to our water. So, you know, we would be doing an extreme disservice to our kids, especially those that cannot go out and, you know, afford you know, I lived in a city when I had a small child in San Antonio, and I had to go buy vitamins that had fluoride added to them, and I don't want the citizens of Dallas to have to do that. So
do I get to talk?
I will be fighting.
No, ma'am.
I don't
You
get to,
don't.
okay, I didn't.
I will be fighting hard to keep fluoride in our water, so, and I think we need to make sure that the public understands that we have not removed it, and I don't want other municipalities looking towards us and thinking that. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gates. Next speaker.